All right. So I got a picture of Miguel Rojas here because one of my favorite mic'd up players of all time was Rojas. When he's talking, he's like, "Okay, wait, guys, got to make a play." And then he goes and makes a play, and he comes right back to the conversation. So my question, Nick and chat, we see this in other sports. Should MLB do more in-game interviews and mic'd up or hot mic players? Is that something MLB should allow more of, and not just at the All-Star game and not just in the playoffs?
I mean, if they're doing it in the playoffs, then they absolutely should be doing it in the regular season. I mean, if you're in the ear of a guy during the playoffs when they're trying to win arguably the most important game of the season to that date, then I don't see why they're not doing this in the regular season. Like, I get not liking them because it does take away from your viewing experience, right? You're just zeroed in on that one guy usually. But I mean, half the time they're still running the regular broadcast, like they're still showing the at bat and stuff like that. But I I like some of the guys when they're actually talking baseball and the play and like they're kind of explaining, they're walking them through like what they're doing, what they're setting up for. I don't mind that. If they're just like talking just to shoot the bull, then I'm that's fine. You know what I mean? Like I don't want that part. Like, okay, Miguel Rojas, tell me, what are you doing pre-pitch? Like, how are you setting up for this? What are you looking for? Are you getting a jump off the bat angle? Like, walk me through what you're doing. Like, put me, in your eyeballs for a second. Right? I love those type of interviews instead of being like, oh, hey, Bryce, last spring we saw you hit 2 homers in spring training off so and so. Like, walk us through those at bats. Like, dude, it's July 10th, like 3 years down the road. Why are you like, I don't need to know that. But walk me through what they're doing. I'm okay with that.
Chad, this is a great one. Mookie in spring training. Don't think I'm gonna get this one, boys.
Yeah.
Was that a
Yeah.
ball in the gap or a home run? I can't remember.
I think it was down the line.
Yeah, it was. It was funny. The Rojas one was great. Sorry, guys, got to make a play.
Yeah.
The Freddie Freeman was great. There's wind, boys. There's wind. Then he's running. He's like running with like slow motion because Freddie's not fast.
Right.
Like I think the in-game interviews typically suck. Skipper, what'd you think of the third inning when so and so threw 25 pitches? It's like it was a long inning. Great.
Right.
It's like, I mean, what are these guys going to tell you in the middle of the game? Not
Right.
usually much. I do love the mics for all the things you mentioned though. Like I want to understand, and even like was it Jazz that was mic'd up on opening night?
Yeah, and it was
Um,
actually great.
it was awesome because like he was talking about like how he gets ready and where he's positioned and what he's doing and talking about the how he was moving around pitch to pitch, like why
Yeah,
he was doing that.
yeah, because he had taken off on a swing and miss, like out of the camera frame. And they were like,
Yeah.
where did you go? And he goes, I was getting a jump on the ball. And they were like, well, he didn't hit it. He's like, yeah, but I can tell by the pitch and the swing path. So I can take a step in that direction. And that's what separates you from being the good to elite, right? I wouldn't say Jazz is elite, but still a damn good baseball player. And if you've played baseball enough, like if you have a swing and miss, you can tell where that ball's going if they make contact. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
you've seen
love
if
it.
you've seen enough times, where it's by bad angles and timing where it's going to go. But it's I do think the mics are awesome. Even if you're not interviewing the guy, just like listening to the chatter on the field. I think the one way MLB can help fans get more into the game is by letting them into the game.
Right.
You know, and obviously you've got to censor out some of the stuff they say. You can't be sharing signs. Like I'm sure there's definitely landmines in all this, but understanding how guys are positioning, where they're moving pre-pitch, post-pitch, why they're backing up, what like if more of that you can hear, I do think that giving the fans that perspective of like the inside the game perspective would be amazing. Also for young fans who are learning, like
Yeah.
it would be incredible to give that sort of insight. Not asking them to give away why they're positioned this way on this guy but more so like how they're reading pitches, how they're positioning, like why did they shift? Did they see something? Where are they going with the ball? Like understanding just general play. But you could also do it with like an on deck batter. Like how is he getting ready for his at bat? Like it doesn't just have to be the guys on defense.
Right.
It could be a catcher. It could be a pitcher warming up. It could be a guy in the field. It could be the guy on deck. It could even be the hitting coach or the pitching coach. Like, if you could have a few guys mic'd up, there'd be so much gold that comes from those moments. I think baseball would do so much with that kind of content to share live, but also after the fact,
Yeah.
just to help people get that inside perspective that they're dying for.
Right.
Like, I loved the umpire cam. I wish they do the umpire
So
cam
cool.
all the time. That was freaking amazing. I would
Yeah,
watch
Ryan.
that every night.
Yeah, Ryan Taylor, a catcher with a GoPro for
Yeah.
an inning would be sweet. Yeah.
I would watch that every night.
Dude, give me that chest camera, like the one that just goes right here on
Yeah.
a catcher. Like, I can't even imagine what that looks like coming in, man. It'd be so cool. But Curtis, if I'm a player, I'm not telling my secrets. And I get that, right? I'm not asking you like, hey, Jazz, what do you got written on that card underneath your hat? Huh? Tell me third from the top. Can you read that like left to right for me? Like, no, but like telling somebody how you set up for a pitch isn't giving away secrets. Every good defender does it. So, but I'm with you.
Yeah. And then, understanding like, oh, we're setting up for double play, so I'm coming in a couple of steps to make that. Like,
right.
There's so much banter they could have that wouldn't give anything away.
A GoPro and you can hear the pitch comm.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. But just interview a guy who just took a slider to the nuts. Wonderful commentary. Jeesh. And I mean, I get that, right? I mean, there's going to be some hot mics that come out if that's the case, right? If they go to this more, like you're going to get some where we're like, oh, that did not work out. So like, I get it, but does the good outweigh the bad? If we're trying to grow the game, if we're trying to get more eyeballs in on the game and get the youth invested, this is just another tool to do that. So I'm okay with it, really. I mean, like I said, the lengthy interviews about what they ate for dinner last night, like I don't need to know that. Like, ask us about a play that happened last inning. Like, what were your thoughts on that? Like, where were you going in that play? Right? Like stuff like that is fine, I think. And like you said, I think a huge point is it's a teaching tool for youth that are watching the game for sure.
People love the behind the scenes stuff. They love the sideline stuff with the NFL. They love they love all of that, like behind the scenes in the game type stuff. That'd be so big for baseball. You can't do the camera over the field like the NFL does because you'd hit it. But like you could do a lot of other cool things to bring people closer to the action because that's what people want. They want to understand like what is going on. Why are they doing all these things? Like why are they moving around like they move around? Like that would be so incredible to share. You'd obviously have to have a way for them to like shut the mic off when they go to the mound to talk with the team. Put it on a 5-second delay so you can dump the swears and anything that they gave up that they shouldn't have. But you could even chop that up the next day and put out all kinds of like incredible learning moments for, the youth baseball players to learn from.
Absolutely. John Carter, camera angles and presentation from MLB The Show, the real MLB production just has to take notes. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but I see how some people would, right? It does kind of take away from the viewing experience. Totally get it. And you don't want your guys ultimately distracted, right? I mean, he dives for a ball up the middle and then the mic comes out of his belt, hits him in the back of the head while he's trying to field a ground ball. I mean, like, I can see that, but they should have asked Bartolo Colon questions while he was running the bases. The breathing would sound X-rated, not safe for work. Not wrong, but
man, terrible. But I saw some conversation about this and I thought this would be really cool to talk about because I think it'd be an amazing way to get people inside the game.